It's Shalene. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope that you're all having a great Valentine's Day. This is my second time recording. It did not record last time. So, my Valentine's is spent alone because my husband works nights. We went out Saturday night instead, had a nice dinner, went to one of our favorite restaurants, had our Cajun prime rib, and I ended up, for some reason I get panic attacks, anxiety attacks in restaurants, especially if they're very warm in there. I do not like being warm. I'd rather be a cold because I can add on something, but I don't like being warm. It was a little warm in there, and I wore a nice it's a red sparkly sweater that I wore in there, and I got a little warm, so I ended up taking my meal home, and as soon as I get home, I put my pajamas on and I eat. And it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens more than I like it to happen. I'm going to take these off so you don't get a glare. And so my husband's used to it. It used to happen to us every single time we went out when we first got married, and he used to get so frustrated with me. Now he's used to it, and he'll just sit there and eat. And sometimes I do have to leave and go outside, and I can come back in, or I'll go stand in the bathroom and put some cold water on my face. But I haven't had to leave in a very, very long time. Usually I'll just sit there and I'll let him eat. I'll have them box my stuff up and I'll eat it as soon as I get home. But so we did that Saturday, and he wanted to buy me something for Valentine's, and I said no because he just paid at Christmas. I know it was my Christmas gift, but he upgraded everything on my PC to make it gaming again. It was 6 years old for gaming then, and you know, I've got more games on it since then, and it was very slow and lagging. That he spent quite a bit of money, and so I really didn't want anything for Valentine's Day, and he didn't feel right not getting me anything. So I said, well, I want a couple things that I seen Jen from Reading with Pugs buy for coloring, and I'd like to get them. So I ordered them, and he paid for that, and they came in today. But I'm going to do a coloring video tomorrow, and I will show you what I ended up getting. So I will tell you about the books that I have finished. I finished Cinderella Screwed Me Over by Cindy Madsen. I gave this a 4-star. This is a very funny book. Darby has really bad luck with men. She feels that Cinderella and Snow White and all these fairy tale princesses have made it look like there's a Prince Charming out there for everybody, and she doesn't believe there is. She doesn't believe in the one, and she's made all these rules when she's dating. She won't date anybody in her apartment complex. She won't date guys that have these nice fancy cars and who baby their cars, and she doesn't want to date anybody from her favorite restaurant because she goes there several times a week. And she ends up meeting this guy at the restaurant, and he told her he's the owner. Well, she doesn't believe him because she knows who the owner is, but come to find out he is the co-owner. She just didn't know it, and now she won't date him. So he does end up wearing her down, and she starts going out with him just as friends, and you know she's falling for him, and you know how they're going to end up together. But yeah, she was pretty funny, and he was doing everything he could. He really, really, really liked her. So I recommend this. I thought it was pretty funny. I seen this mentioned on a BookTube video like 3 years ago. Because I started watching the videos, I think the end of 2014. So I don't remember who showed it, but it looked really good, so I'm glad I ended up getting that. And then I read, I'm not going to show you my tablet because you can never see the pictures. I read Fury's Kiss by Nicola R. White, and I got that from NetGalley. And I forget the characters' names. I'm really bad with that. I'm sorry. And I didn't take notes this time. But the main character goes to a bar, and when she leaves, she bumps into a guy, and he's really nasty to her. And his friend tries to calm her down. Well, he ends up being a jerk, and she ends up killing him without meaning to. And she finds out that she is a fury. It's very hard for me to describe this because there was like some mythology type of things in this book, and I got a little confused, but I did give it a 4-star, and it was fun getting to know a fury. And then you find out that there's an oracle, and it's a little girl who is an oracle, and she sees things in the future, and she knows about this fury. So they're out to hide because there's bad people out after them. And I enjoyed this. I'm glad I got it from that galley. And then I finished this last night, and I went to bed with just my heart hurting. I read November 9 by Colleen Hoover. I started it yesterday morning, and I would read it when the grandsons were taking naps. Carson likes to play on a tablet, so while he was playing on the tablet and Blake was taking a nap, I would sit and read this, and Carson will play on his tablet for like 2 hours. So that's his quiet time, and because he doesn't like to take naps, so if he doesn't take a nap, it's quiet time. So I could not put this down, and as soon as I got home, I put supper on hold. This I gave a 5-star. Fallon is at a restaurant with her father, and he's treating her like crap. She has scars on one side of her body from a fire from in his house, and she blames him. And he tells her that she can't do anything with her life that she should be doing because of her scars, and he just puts her down. So she goes in the bathroom because she's really upset. And as she comes back, there's a guy that had been sitting behind them, and he had heard everything. So he had gone up, I think he went and used the restroom and decided he can't let her father treat her that way. So he comes back letting her dad think that he's her boyfriend. So he sits down, puts his arm around her, kisses her on the cheek, and says, "Hi, babe. I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic was crazy." Well, by the time the meal is over, he's pretty much told her father that he's an asshole, which I totally agreed, and I went, yes. Well, Ben and Fallon decide on November 9th of every year for 5 years they're going to meet. They do not exchange phone numbers. They've made sure they block each other from social media online. And they end up having feelings for each other, even though they only see each other once a year. But the thing is, the reason why she does this is because she decided that she's moving from California to New York City. And so they can't have a relationship. And her grandmother has always taught her that you shouldn't have a steady boyfriend until you're 23. You need to live your life and do things before you settle down. So that's why they decided to do this. And he's a writer. And your heart gets broken. And you laugh. And you cry. By the time I was done with this book, I was an emotional wreck. Because there's a twist at the end that I did not see coming at all. I don't want to give spoilers. All I can say is this is like the best book I've read this year. And it's funny because the first Colleen Hoover I read was called Finding Cinderella. I did not like it. I liked the ending. I did not like how the book started. And then I read Confess, and that was good. And then I read this, It Ends With Us, and that was also an emotional book. So I plan on reading all of Colleen Hoover because she just, it, I can't describe it. Unless you've read this, you know what I'm talking about. It's just very emotional. I went to bed still in tears when I finished it. And then today I read Wild at Heart by Tanya Burrows. And that was a NetGalley book, and I give that a 3.5. And that has to do with Reese Wild. He owns his own company with his brothers. And his one brother is getting married, and his fiance's sister is what they call a wild child, even though she's 30. She's got tattoos all over. She's got piercings. She dyes her hair all funky colors. And Reese, for some reason, has been watching her and is sexually attracted to her. Well, this book is supposed to be a romance. To me, it was erotic with some mystery. The romance is there, but it's more erotica. And the things that they've done, someone has watched them and has taken pictures and is blackmailing him because she has a bad past. Her sister doesn't have much. She lives with her sister, but her sister puts her down, and their mother is a piece of shit. She's a druggie, and she never raised any of her other kids, and it just, the storyline was really good. I didn't mind the erotica parts. I have no problem with that. I just gave it a 3.5. I did enjoy it. I do recommend it. And then, like I said, it was a NetGalley book. So there was that for my reading. And my next book I will be starting tomorrow is Grey by E.L. James. Yes, I am one of those that read the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, and even though it wasn't the best written, I enjoyed it very much. And this is supposed to be told by Christian, who is the male main character in the 50 Shades of Grey. I have the movie on the DVR. I still have not watched it, but I had bought the 3 books. I read them. My mom and dad read them. My mom and dad didn't think they were as bad as everybody made them out to be. And it's just a fun read. It's, so I'm hoping I like this. If I get to 100 pages and decide, I can DNF it, I don't think I would have a problem with it. Because there's 500 and some pages. So I would like to read that. And then I thought I would show you some of my empties, because I watched some of those videos too, and they're a lot of fun. So some of you watched my Christmas videos, and I love Twisted Peppermint by Bath and Body Works, and I have the shower gel, the body lotion, and the body mist, and I finished this last night. So I have to replace it. I think I have another one, but I think I'm just going to replace everything with the winter candied apple and use some of that. And over the weekend, I finished a Bath and Body Works candle called Snowflakes and Citrus. It burns clean. There's not hardly any black around here, which I'm thrilled about with candles. It has a very clean smell. The only thing is it doesn't burn it all the way down. There's still quite a bit left of the wax. I prefer candles to burn all the way down, but that's okay. Like I said, there's not soot and all that, so. And, what is this fragrance supposed to be? Frozen lemon peel, fresh squeezed tangerine, winter white mango, and sugared snow crystals. So that's what the fragrance notes are. And you can tell there's some citrus, and it's a very nice, clean scent. This was in my bathroom. I liked it for in there. It wasn't overly strong. So, I might buy that one again if it comes out again next year. And then Sunday I was drinking some of my Tivana loose tea, and I finished my apple pie a la mode. And that smells so good. It always smells like potpourri, and it looks like potpourri, but I had bought the 2 ounces of it, and I finished that on Sunday, and I might buy that one again. It was okay. I'm a little picky on my teas. It was good, but I wasn't overly thrilled with it. So that's all that's been going on. Today I got done babysitting. I had to go grocery shopping, so I stocked up on my strawberries and my blueberries. And I bought crab meat salad for sandwiches. My unsweetened iced tea, because I don't put sugar in my tea. And I buy galloned water because we have well water and I don't like drinking it. It's okay for brushing the teeth and laundry, and cooking with it's fine too, but I don't like drinking it. It has a little bit of sulfur in it. Well, hello, Pearl. I think she's coming in to say hello. So I am getting ready to go watch a video that Jen from Reading with Pugs put out today of her coloring. So I thought I would watch that because it's almost an hour long by looking at it, and I'm going to color while watching that. I hope you can still see me. The cat's in the way. And I did do my nails on Saturday. They're Jamberry nail wraps. They don't last long. See, they're already coming off. That started coming off on Sunday. So they don't work well with me. They don't last. I don't like them. But I had already bought them a bunch last year, so I'm just going to finish them up. And some reason I broke this nail today, so I had to clip it. This one broke the other day, and a little while ago I noticed it's cracked right there. I don't mind my nails breaking, but when they crack way down in there, I absolutely hate that. So, go leave the cat alone. Sorry, the dog is going after the cat. They like to play together. So when I get done here, I'm gonna take all these off, and then I'm gonna have to clip that nail down because that's gonna catch on something. And I bought hair dye because I always do my own hair. I got a medium brown, so I'm going to go from burgundy to brown so that I can eventually go back to blonde. So I'd always been blonde, but the past couple of years I went different colors, so I will probably go back to blonde by summer. I like smelling my candles. So that's it for today, and watch out for my video tomorrow on my coloring. And I'm going to try, I don't know how I'm going to do it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to color and talk like I usually do, or try to find a way so you can see it better while I'm coloring. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I'll talk to you later, and if you like this video, click on like. If you would like to see more, then subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.